What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is Sonora Design, and today is gonna be the best day ever because we are finishing the MLTL-6 Transmission Line Speaker. Alright guys, so today we are gonna build the MLTL-6 Transmission Line Speakers. This is video number 2. You guys watched video number 1, hopefully, with the technicals on transmission lines and the MLTL-6 design. And today is the day we're gonna make it. They sound impressive, and I'm not gonna take more of your time because the videos are getting too long. So let's enjoy video number 2. See you guys soon. I'm here and we're getting ready for the next step, which is fabrication. So I have here the manual. We have all the plans, metric, imperial. But first, I gotta introduce you guys the drivers we're gonna use for that. So I have here the SB Acoustics. For the woofer, we have the SB Acoustics 6-inch SB16PFCR25 4 ohms. This is engineered in Denmark and made in Indonesia. And guess what? We have the tweeter here. This is a 1-inch soft dome tweeter. This is the SB26 STCN. Damn it, it's so long. SB26 STCNC0004. That's it. SB Acoustics tweeter. Back in the box. And I'm gonna put the woofer back in the box. Cause guess what? We're gonna start cutting the wood. Let me tell you something, guys. This is not acceptable, okay? So you put it inside, cause can you believe it? If this get like entangled on the table saw, it'll pull you down and your face is gonna get cut in half and you're dead, basically. Yeah, I think I'm safe. Let's move on. Bye. right, guys, so we have all the pieces cut and routed. Okay, well, straight cuts easier. Just run on a table saw. If you have a circular saw or a track saw, you just run a track saw. We got all the parts, and then we started cutting the front baffles. You have to get the depth of the drivers right, okay, so they're flush. Another thing, instead of like rabbet joints, I'm using butt joints. Why? Because I wanna make a different look to show you guys that's also customizable. If you read the manual and you understand what's in the manual, you can customize the way you want. All right, new angle, so you guys can see we have all the parts we need here. So we get this one side, one front, one top, bottom, back piece. And that's the terminus, bottom piece here, top. And guess what? We have the brace on the inside. This is gonna be cut right. I gotta tell you guys something else. Suggested materials. Baltic birch or MDF. Plywood. Plywood is amazing. It's so stable. I like the finish. This is what I'm talking about. Multi-layer plywood. This is either called multiply or Europly. They have it in Europe. They ship from Latvia or I don't know. The thing is, I'm not gonna glue the bottom and I'm not gonna glue the top because those are gonna come after. I don't know, it might not work. Guys, let me think about it a little bit, okay? I'll be back. Alright guys, good morning. It's a little cold, it's like 5 a.m. or something, and I have to do this now. First because I'm so excited, second because I have other things to do today. Taking the clamps off, because we're gonna use them now. Those 90-degree angles from Rockler, those are super handy, okay? Because at this time, we are gluing just the outer part of the box. And this is, it's kind of critical. I'm gonna add some links and I'm gonna talk about tools in another video. But for now, let's just take this off because I'm excited. We're just gonna check. Wow, it's all squared. Ay, ay, ay. We're gluing a square, but we don't have the side, so it might tilt a little bit to the side or to the other. Where's the measuring tape? I don't know, man. I'll get another one. It's always good to have like 6 or 7 measuring tapes because they just disappear, okay? But the thing is, you measure vertical, like the corners, okay? So if you see here, the measurement here should be the same as here. And guess what? It is, okay? So this box is squared. We're gonna work on the ports inside of the box, okay? So we're gonna get the measurements, mark it down. All right, guys, so That's the brace, okay? That's gonna go inside our port to reinforce the front panel, because we have the woofer. We have a big hole for the woofer and a little hole for the tweeter. This like removes material from the front. So we're adding the brace here. The brace is gonna go here right behind the tweeter. And this is in the book of magic. So don't worry. That's our brace. We're gonna work on that now. Glue the parts and get it ready for painting. Let's do it. Guys, so we have our ports, our line, and I have a few things that I want to tell you guys. This is the line, okay, part of the line. The tweeter sits here. It's all like rounded because we have air flowing inside of the speaker. So we have the ports, we have the boxes. The thing is, I don't want to leave this structure like this, okay? It might fall, it might break, it might crack. We have to route the back still. The thing is, I want it to be structural, sturdy and firm. Not because the glue is not enough. It's if something happens here and it breaks, it's gonna break on the plywood, on the plies, okay? They are gonna open and they're gonna break. So, that said, we are gonna attach one side and have the box structural firm so we can keep working on it. Because if we start attaching things hanging inside, they might tilt a little bit because it's only like a small area gluing. We are gonna trim the little corner of the sides, so once we attach them here, they're not gonna be flush, okay? We're gonna trim a little piece here. It makes it easier for us to mask the side and paint the centerpiece. Let's do it, guys. Move on. guys, so we have the boxes here. Here are the sides. I chamfer the side. I carved a little lip here, so we're gonna have this little gap. 45 angle chamfer. It's like 3/8 deep, this chamfer edge. I didn't do the top. The top's straight. So we're gonna glue that now. That's how it's gonna look, kind of. A little gap. Let's move on, guys. I gotta glue it and wait. Let's move on. It's me, guys. It's glued. First of all, it gotta be all straight, all right angles and perfect. Another thing that I pay attention to is like, is the glue leaking on the inside? Yeah, because the glue is gonna seal it. If it's not leaking, if there is not even glue, maybe you might have a leak. So I'm just cleaning. I got this stick and I was removing the glue here. And I had an idea. When I was choosing my stick, I found a walnut stick. So we might use a walnut stick to trim it. We can add this stick on that groove we just carved on the router. Look at that. But that can be our trim. But for now, let's just move on and remove the glue, because it's a lot of glue. Because I love glue and it's responsible for keeping those things glued forever. If they're not like outside in the sun, they last forever. So that's what we have for today. We might use this or not. The glue is leaking, so it means it's sealed. And we're gonna move on, because I'm tired. And today's Sunday. Let's do it. Move on. All right, guys. So we got the boxes glued, and I'm gonna remove the clamps real quick. And that's it. We have one box, or half a box, and it looks perfect to me. We can add our walnut trim on this thing here. Be patient and enjoy the process. Bye. Glue is ready. All right, guys, so let's remove the clamps real quick, because I gotta tell you something. I'm trying to be organized, but I can't. This part of the line is ready, but we need the bottom, the terminus opening. And for that, I'm gonna cut pieces of wood so it makes it easier, okay? So we have like a piece of wood here and a piece of wood here, and they're the same height. The port's gonna be on a perfect height. We can clamp it here, clamp it here. You're gonna get the right measurement here inside, okay? That's not the right measurement, but this is an example. So now we're gonna cut those pieces of wood and glue the port. Let's go. Let's glue the terminus. This will be ready soon. and I'm back. And the speakers are ready to be revealed for the first time. Looking good. Okay. Yeah, guys. I think this one's gonna be a little hard. Ow! Okay. I got it. Ow! We have the box with all the parts. We just need one more thing, and that is a mesh or something to hold the polyfill here, okay? This is all filled with polyfill, all this part here, not the bottom. That's how we got rid of the ripples and notches. And I'm gonna try and find something that will fit here, hold the polyfill, can't take any volume, and the air has to flow freely. Let me think, guys, and I'll be back. I found this mesh here, and I think we might just cut a little piece here. Actually, the grill is here. The problem is that there's a crossover here, so we need to cut the crossover openings here. Maybe we should do that now, because the box are still open, and we can clamp it to the table and route the back of it and open the hole for the crossover and the mesh and the polyfill. Yeah, let's do that now. Let me just sand the surface a little bit here. Let me mark it here first. Now I'm allergic. Ay, ay, ay. It's the dust. I should be wearing a mask. A respirator, I mean. Too late now. guys, so today is next day and we're gonna remove the clamps. After that, I wanna clean the shop a little bit. I wish you guys were here to help me, but I guess I'll have to do it by myself. And we're gonna sand and get this ready for the finish. I got something that I have to tell you. We're gonna sand down the plywood and prepare for painting. Okay, that's the primer we're gonna use. Cover Stain Primer. And we're gonna use the oil base. It takes a little while to dry, but if apply it today, it's been sunny days in LA, so let's start sanding, because you guys know I didn't want to say that, but I am Mr. Sandman, and I'm gonna start sanding the boxes right now. Alright guys, so we have the speakers, okay? I like this primer, I like the texture, okay? You guys saw it, I was rolling it, you know? It's not like smooth like a spray paint. You guys can spray paint, it's up to you. White eggshell. Anyways, we have to talk about something else. Let me show you guys. I had the idea of using those trims here. We have this groove here, which I did on purpose, because this is like a design detail. And remember, the biggest difference is in the small details. Let's go to the sticks and finish our box now. Let's move on, guys. Alright guys, so we are at the end and this is video number 2. On video number 1, we talked about transmission lines, the basics, how to start your own transmission lines, and we talked about the MLTL-6 design by Neil Blanchard. This one we just built now. There are a lot of information about those speakers on Neil Blanchard website, and there are reviews on those speakers. People that heard it before. I'm gonna post on the link down below the review from Randy, the cheap audio man. He reviewed those speakers, and now I can agree with everything that he said about it. So I'm just gonna do my quick impressions here, but you guys can click on the link down below and check his review of the MLTL-6 transmission line by Neil Blanchard. I gotta tell you something, I'm really happy with the results, okay? What was affected by the transmission line? The woofer was affected mostly by the transmission line. The tweeter doesn't, because the tweeter is shielded and it got affected by the front baffle or other stuff. The bass is pretty articulated, clean, detailed. You can hear instruments and drums and bass. Those speakers are really revealing. All the details come through those drivers. And remember, those are like $36 drivers from SB Acoustics. This is not like a $500 Cias. I mean, it's impressive, like the results we get, right, with a lower cost. The voice is smooth. Okay, so the mid frequencies sound natural, they're clean. Highs are great, they're okay, you know, it's a kind of like in a shy level. Another thing that caught my attention, the sound stage. I brought them inside and I set them up on stands and that's it. I didn't even like try to adjust them, and I got a good sound stage right away. So everything was focused and the voice was right in the center. They kind of disappear and you got this like 3D holographic whatever. I was really impressed. I'm a little jealous, Neil. Okay, move on. Those speakers cost me at around $350 to $400. $150 on drivers, $150 for a sheet of plywood, another $100 on crossover components. We get to around $400, and you guys gonna buy the design for another $100. I'm gonna post on the link down below a link to Neil Blanchard design, so you can get this, you can purchase this design and make it at home, make your own. I'm really happy with the results, and I want to work more on transmission lines on this channel. You know guys, we have a lot of full ranges here, and we're gonna try and make new transmission lines. I guess that's all I have to say about that. So that's the end of video number 2. I hope you guys had fun and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.